today I would like to share some information about how to do the changeover of provision reefer compressor. So usually on board we'll be having two units. One will be always standard, the other will be in use. So what we do is every month we used to change over the reefer compressor. So the idea is to keep one standby and keep the running hours equal for both the refrigerant plant. So today I will like to show you how to do the changeover, because the procedure is we need to collect the gas to the other condenser and then we have to start the plant. So I will show how to do the collection of gas from one plant to other plant, and always there will be a procedure for doing this. Just you can see the procedure over here. Just follow the procedure, so it will be easy for you to do the job properly. So anyway, so for starting this changing over, all we need to do is we have to ensure your condenser seawater line is in a good way, because that is where your heat exchange is happening. And okay, I will go by step for doing this changeover of provision reefer plant. We'll go now. So the first procedure for changing over of reefer plant is you have to open your condenser seawater inlet and outlet valve. So I will open it. First step is done. I had opened the seawater inlet outlet valve for the condenser, and I found there is no leakage, nothing in the condenser part or seawater line. So we go for the second step. So we have to open both the suction and discharge valve for the compressor. So this is your discharge valve for the compressor, and here you can see this is your suction valve for the compressor. Always all valve will be having a cover, so open the cover and keep it. So I will always use proper tools. So I am opening it. So I opened the discharge line of the compressor fully, discharge valve of the compressor fully. Now I will open the suction valve. So I opened the suction valve and discharge valve for the compressor fully here. So this is your second step. Okay, once you open the valve, you just put back the cap. This cap actually it is a safety cap. The purpose is if there is any leakage for any reason through the valve. So this cap will protect. So always ensure you are keeping the cap closed tightly. So this is a safety aspect. Okay, so we are done with the second step. So we go for the third step. Okay, so now we go for the third step. Third step is what you need to do is you have to close the outlet valve for condenser, gas outlet valve for the condenser from the compressor which is in use. So this is the number 2 compressor which is in use. Now I will be closing the condenser gas outlet valve. Close the valve fully here. Okay. So again safety cap should be in place. So third step is done. So first step is your seawater inlet outlet open the suction valve and discharge valve for the compressor. Third step is you need to close your condenser outlet valve for the running compressor. Okay, then we go for the fourth step. You can see the compressor is running. The compressor is running and we are closed the condenser outlet valve, and whatever the refrigerant gas in the line will start collecting in the condenser. You can see here, you can see here is your side glass. You can see the level of gas coming up. So the entire line gas will come and get collected in the condenser. So this we have to do till your compressor get tripped due to low pressure. Okay, let us wait till the gas is getting collected and the compressor get tripped because of low pressure. Okay, so the compressor stopped because of this low pressure. So you can see here, the gas is fully collected over here. You can see the side glass, you can see the gas magnifying effect will be there. So the gas is fully collected. So now the next step is I will stop this compressor. I'll stop the compressor. So I'll put off number 2. So number 2 is off. Okay, so now I will start number 1 compressor. So I put it on. So from number 2 compressor we are going to change compressor. We change over to number 1. So now number 1 compressor power is on. So next step I will tell you. So the next step is we have to transfer all the gas from number 2 refrigerant compressor to number 1. For that you have to first initially crack your condenser gas outlet valve. You just open crack. Okay. The idea behind why we are opening very crack is if you give sudden load to your compressor if you open too much. That means your gas flow will be more and your compressor will get more loaded and it will get heated up. So to avoid that, we give gas very slowly. Okay. So now this number 1 plant is running, and this number 1 plant we need to check the gas from number 2 is getting collected in number 1 condenser or not. So here you can see the side glass. You can see it. You can see the level is coming up. So it's not coming up fully. Now only we started the compressor. So you can wait for some time. Let the side glass get full. So how do you know that gas is collected to this condenser? Only because of this side glass. So you have to monitor both the condenser outlet. This condenser outlet, like the side glass level, you can see dropping down, and this number 1 compressor side glass level to come up. That means your refrigerant is getting transferred to number 1 compressor unit. We are doing this transferring of compressor gas. So you have to watch the parameter. Here you can see the HP high pressure gauge. You can see the LP gauge and oil pressure gauge. You can see the low pressure is here, it is showing very less. The reason behind that is we closed the outlet valve for this condenser, so there is no suction for the compressor. It is taking suction only from the line. So that is the reason you are getting this low pressure. So once you open this outlet, then your pressure will come up. That means your loop will get completed. So your parameter will be normal. Okay. So what I do is I open some more. Already I opened a little crack. I open some more so that the gas flow will start going a little bit more. So your compressor will get more better. You can now very well see the gas. the gas level is coming up. You can see the refrigerant is floating here. So this is how you have to check whether your condenser is getting your gas. So here it is slowly coming up. Here you can see the gas level is dropping. There is almost no gas in this system. That means the gas is totally transferred to the number one compressor condenser unit.
Now the compressor is got tripped because of the low suction pressure. That means all the gas from the other condenser has been transferred to this condenser. You can see the level in the condenser, and since the outlet valve for this condenser is closed, it got a low pressure trip. So now what you need to do is you have to close both the inlet and outlet valve, means suction and discharge valve for the compressor. Once that is closed, then you have to close the outlet valve of condenser. Okay, so now I'm closing the suction valve of the compressor. So open the safety cap of the suction valve and then close the valve. So after closing the suction valve of the compressor, then we need to close the discharge valve of the compressor. So again open the safety cap and then you have to close the discharge valve of the compressor. That is what I am doing now. Again, after closing the discharge valve of the compressor, we have to put back the safety cap. After closing the compressor side valves, then we have to close the condenser gas outlet valve. Again the same procedure, open the safety cap, close it and then put back the safety cap in place. So both suction discharge valve for compressor side is already closed, and then the condenser gas outlet valve is also closed now. So after compressor side is done, then we need to close the seawater line. I mean, if it is a seawater cold, you can, whatever cooling media for the condenser, you have to close both the inlet and outlet valve for the cooling water. That is what I am doing now. Both the valves has been closed. Now the plant has been completely isolated. So now we need to put this plant in service. So all we need to do is we need to open the condenser outlet valve very little amount should be opened. The idea behind is you should not you can avoid a bulk amount of gas going to the compressor, which may give overload to the compressor. So I am just opening very crack and you can see the pressure gauge.
So once the outlet of our condenser gas valve is open, the compressor will start and you can see the LP pressure going up. That means you can see LP pressure is going up. That means your compressor is taking proper suction. You can see the value is coming up. Okay, so once you start the unit, monitor the high pressure parameter, monitor the LP, monitor the oil pressure. These three parameters are very essential for the provision reefer plant. So always monitor this carefully. And you can see the level. You can see the level in the side glass going down. That means your line is getting filled with gas. procedure like transfer of all gases and everything. So I believe this video must be giving you some information about changing over of Refrigerant. If you have any doubt, please put in comment box. Definitely I will reply you. Thanks for watching. Thank you guys.